The first thing that inspired it is because you look at the time. This is third, and tomorrow is 4th. We can say it's the beginning of December. December is the end of every year. And December is full of all sorts of festivity, you know, to bring about the new year. We count down to New Year from December. And we want Lagosians to have the feel of the festive period, because a lot of programs are still coming up during this December, but we want Lagosians to get ready, to be prepared that they should expect so much fun this December. And not people in Lagos alone, Lagosians in diaspora are going to come. Now that we have the forest issue, a lot of people that normally go out for holidays during this period, a lot of them are staying around. So what will they be doing? We want to get attention of all of them to know that they can actually stay in Lagos and have fun and enjoy anything that they go abroad to enjoy.
I'm having fun, and it's a good initiative for the Lagos State government. It's nice here, and we're glad to be here. Talk Loving Records representing here artists and the brand.
This is about Lagos. This is about Lagos always taking the lead, showing leadership, and there's no better way for us to start the Yuletide season, to start the month of December, other than through the Lagos Street Party, you know. And you can see, you know, length and breadth of this side of Ahmadu Bello Way. There's fun, there's merriment, activities, everything going on smoothly. More than 150 stalls. You can buy anything here, you know. And I mean, we just applaud the fact that people turn out well. This is the kind of spirit that we want to see, you know, in Akinwumi Ambodi's Lagos. Let the economy boom. Let people pump out money. People are selling, people are buying, people are having fun. That's the only way it can work. But again, it's all about Lagos.
Okay.
I want I just want to say,
Just like I should keep vibing to that song, you know, that was the maiden edition of the Lagos Street Party. And you know, there's something so unique about that party, you know. It's unlike every other party. It gave a level ground for the children and adults to be accommodated and to have all the whole fun. And Olamide, Fino, and every other artists were not left out, as they were all there to make the people enjoy themselves and catch fun to the fullest. And Kathy was also at it, as she made the children enjoy themselves so much. And the program is still hanging out. TV show airing live from the studio of NTA2 Lagos, Nigeria. And I am Queen Ozo Anna. And with me on the show this afternoon is a diva. She loves music. She's an entertainer, a performer, a songstress. But in all, she is Tobi Grey. Good afternoon, Tobi.
Yay, that introduction was so perfect.
Oh.
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm very well. And you?
I'm okay. I'm chilling. I mean,
yeah, I can see you're
right
chilling.
Now. You guys are making me feel so special. Thank you so much.
You're always looking good, Tobi. You're always looking sumptuous.
Thank you very
much. So
much.
at this point, maybe I should ask you your favorite your favorite designer, if there's any you
My
use.
favorite designer.
Or do I start by asking you what your fashion style is like?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody that knows me knows that I like to be comfortable.
Okay.
So I wear anything I feel comfortable in and confident in, and if it looks great on me, I mean, why not put it on? And my sister is a stylist, Style by the Q. Her name is That Lady Q, and then she styles me most of the time. So I'm wearing That Lady Q today. Style by the Q.
Any favorite designer?
Favorite designer? I think that would be for sneakers, and that would be
Oh, you like doing sneakers?
oh my gosh,
like how many do you have in your wardrobe?
I can't even count.
Oh.
I think I have like maybe 2 or 3 pairs of heels, but then sneakers I can't even count.
Okay, that means you owe me a pair of sneakers.
I'll think about
You're not going to think about that. You're going to do that for me.
because I might buy it for you now and just steal it by myself and go and wear it.
Oh my God, have you ever seen somebody that gives somebody something and goes back
Yeah, don't worry,
to
I'm
steal
just
that
kidding.
thing?
I'm just kidding, you know. So,
All right, Tobi,
I like
Tobi
sneakers.
Gray, I know your fans and viewers would want to know more about you.
Yes.
So who is Tobi Gray?
Tobi Gray is a singer, a songwriter, an entertainer, and most times I like to call myself an energetic bundle of talent.
Oh my God. So how passionate are you about music?
If we had a thermometer to measure how passionate I am about music, I don't think thermometers do that, sorry. But anyways, I'm very, very passionate about my music. I love what I do. It gives me life, it gives me joy, it gives me purpose and meaning. So I love what I do, and yeah, it's amazing.
And you want to keep doing it?
Definitely.
Oh, that means
As
you're
long
enjoying
as I
what you're
can,
doing.
yes.
All right, let's talk about you and your musical journey. So how did it all start?
I don't want to sound cliche, but it's what happened. So I joined the choir late 2011. Yes,
as
and
usual. Okay.
after I left the choir, I went on to release my first single, Beat Up. I know every time I listen to that song, I'm always laughing at myself because it just sounded so amateur. But anyway,
Of course, there's always a starting point.
yes, definitely. So it's been a very good experience, and I've learned a lot over time. I've worked with so many people that have taught me so many things, and I'm so grateful for that. And yeah, so far so good.
Okay, so who do you look up to as far as music is concerned?
I look up to so many people in terms of
Like?
personality or talent or work ethics. I love Nneka a lot because she's amazing. She's real. She's a fantastic artist. I love Asha. I love Dari Alade. I love Two Face. I love Whiskey, Starboy.
A
I
whole
love
lot of them.
Yeah, I love Tiwa Savage, Waje, Eva Lodia, so many of them. I love
uncountable.
so many of them,
Countless.
trust me. Like I can't even count.
Yes, and I'm encouraged, for you to talk about you loving our own Nigerian artists. You have some artists that tell you, they start talking about the foreign
Don't get
artists.
me wrong, I love international, but, if
But
I
you
start
actually
with these-
started from home.
Yeah, definitely. This is
So-
where I started. It's not like, I mean, I think the songs I really loved listening to growing up, Haruna Shola,
Okay.
listening to K1,
Okay.
so those were like, that's like the roots. That's where music, that's like
Started.
where real music is.
Started
So
from.
for me, it's always about home first of
Okay.
all, because if I go and start mentioning so many international artists that I really love, trust me, we won't leave here today. This show will be extended. So
Okay, let's talk about your early days in music.
Yeah.
Your first song ever.
my first song, titled Beat Up, I featured my friend Shanice. He was a rapper at the time. He doesn't do music anymore. But it was the first song ever. I remember going to the studio that day and I did not even eat anything.
Why?
Because I was so excited. Today is my first studio session. I'm going to kill it.
What
And
year was that?
I was 20, I think it was 2011 or 2012.
Okay.
It was right after choir. I can't really remember the
Okay.
date. It was so funny because I was in the studio. I didn't drink water, I didn't eat, and I was so dehydrated, but I was still pumped. I was like, yes, I have to kill this. And then it was like my best work at the time, because obviously that was the only work. But it was a very fun experience, and I still listen to myself sometimes. I listen to the music sometimes, and I laugh, and I'm like, Tobi, you really changed,
Of
But
course, there's
still,
always room for improvement,
Definitely.
especially from where you started
from
from.
every single project, there's always a level of change every time.
Okay, so let's talk about growing up for you. So
Yes.
how was growing up for you?
Growing up for me was quite introverted. I was more of an introvert, which is like an irony of who I am now.
Okay.
The fact that I'm constantly in front of cameras or talking to people or performing on stage. Growing up was, you know, me and my sisters indoors because my parents used to travel a lot. So we were always indoors. And when we were not indoors, it was, okay, Christmas time, let's go and see Father Christmas, go into one eatery and have fun, you know. So it was quite humbling and very, very calm, I guess. I didn't even know that I was ever going to do music.
Okay, so was anybody in your family involved in music?
My dad told me recently that my grandma was a very, very good singer. She used to sing him to sleep, and I don't think my mom has that gift, but I think my dad, I'm not sure, I don't even know where it's from, but let's just say my grandma used to sing. So yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about after your first single, so which other song followed?
I went out to do a couple of songs. I did my first song with Flip Ties.
Okay.
And I think that was the first major song I put out, and that was with Flip Ties, titled Mimi Dodo. And I also put out, I remember the first song I recorded with my pocket money. I saved all of my money. I recorded
I
one
can imagine.
song. Yeah, and although I started for like a week or two because I couldn't tell anybody at home that I recorded the song with my pocket money. But anyway, I've worked with producers, Flip Ties, Da Piano, Drum Face, Young D, TME, so many of them. I can't even put everything out one. Yeah, so many of them. So,
all right. I still have Tobi Grey with me on the show this afternoon. But right now, let's go on this break. And when we return, we'll still have Tobi Grey with us on the show this afternoon.
Yes.
Enjoy the break.
No, give me two, one for me and my boo. Give me a sip or two glasses, one for me and you. Give me a shot or more for my friends, for everyone. Give me love, share the love, let us dance. We got love, 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 dosage. We got the love, 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 dosage. We got the love, we got the love, we got the love. We got the love, 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 dosage. We got the love, 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 dosage. Oh, nana, yeah, yeah. We got the love, 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 dosage. We got the love, we got the love, we got the love. We got the love, dosage. Tell me if you wanna be a friend or a foe. Tell me if you wanna be a hater like before. Or tell me if you wanna stay blessed, be happy. Cause nobody gon' give you everything that you want. There's no time today, waste your time. On top my time, with no hold water. Not true, I did tell you, life not this. Just leave and judge and let somebody love you. So if you wanna be loved, I am giving you my love. So you gotta be a love dosage. If you wanna be loved, I am giving you my love. So you gotta be a love. So you gotta be a love. We got love, 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 dosage. We got the love, 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 dosage. We got the love, we got the love, we got the love. We got the love, 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 dosage. We got the love, 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 dosage. Oh, nana, yeah, yeah. We got the love, 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 dosage. We got the love, we got the love, we got the love. We got the love, dosage. Oh, I just wanna love you. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I just wanna love you. Yeah, yeah. I just wanna love you, love you, love you. I just wanna love you. Oh, oh, yeah. We got love, 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 dosage. We got love, 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 love. We got love, 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 dosage. Say I love you. We got the love, we got the love. dosage, oh, nana, yeah, yeah. We got the love, love, love dosage. We got the love, we got the love, we got the love. We got the love dosage. Give me a pill, no, give me two. One for me and my boo. Give me a sip or 2 glasses, one for me and you. Give me a shot or more for my friends, for everyone. Give me love, share the love, let us dance.
That's right. You're about to get your love dosage on the show this afternoon, and this is Melanie for you at this time, and we're all holding it together. You had a fun session with Queen and Tobi Gray, and trust me, there's just a lot to know from this sensational, scintillating lady who's seated in our studios here.
First of all, we started the show and she made my head swell.
Okay, so what's happening with your head now?
But right now, I think my head just exploded.
Oh yeah, baby.
I want to just take this off.
You're welcome home. You're welcome home.
Oh,
that said, you're welcome home.
Thank
you know,
you.
this feels like Queen and I are back at home, and we're hosting a friend of ours who came around. And we've got a lot of questions. A friend who actually came highly recommended, and someone is like, have you met Tobi Gray? She's going to be paying you a visit at your house. And so we put everything together for you to be here, right? Yeah. And she did comment on your outlook. It's amazing, fantastic.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
This is dope. I know that's what you love to call it.
Thank you.
Now, on the love dose, though, why dosage?
It's actually funny that I can't really explain. You know why? Because the first time, not the first time, the moment I was writing the song, I just tried to take myself out of everything around me and soak myself in a whole different realm. And it just came to me, love dosage. And the reality of everything is eventually everybody needs love, you know. Even it doesn't necessarily have to be between a man and a woman in a sexual way or in a romantic way. It's you know,
could be with anybody,
your
family,
auntie, your
friends,
nephew, your little, you know, your kids, everybody needs
I
to
think
be
that
loved
takes me
sometimes.
deeper, and it makes me ask, how does inspiration come to you? Is it through a person? Is it a place? Is it an atmosphere, an ambience?
It's very spiritual. Sometimes it's experiences, personal experiences, or people around me, and I'd like to take the world generally as my muse. I like to pick from things around me, people's experiences. I have songs I've written about what people went through, and when I sing it, you would think I actually went through just experiences, because at the end of the day, music is art. You know, it's, you know, portrays emotion.
So if you could do that well, would you consider yourself as someone who's got a good listening ear?
Yes.
To be able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes.
I'm very observant. I'm constantly picking something every time. Like right now, I'm picking something. I can feel it.
Like right now,
oh my God!
There she goes. Here it comes again, and I'm going to ask
talking
you.
about the love dosage. So in the real sense, does love have a dosage?
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. Now that's what I'm saying.
Yes, because you know, like doctor gives you a drug and he says this is the dosage.
When it does, it has.
You know, the dosage,
okay, let me hear from the horses now.
Baby.
Okay, so the dosage in that sense is what we have to give, which is the care you show to the next person next to you.
What percentage of love do we show?
And you tell somebody, oh my gosh, you look fantastic, you look pretty, and that's being lovely to somebody. And you tell somebody, you know what, okay, you don't have this, I can give you, you know. And then you're just, you know, you're just very in tune with your environment. And
I say Merry Christmas in the spirit of you give to them, you tell them the love this. Yes.
So everybody needs the love dosage. We all have the dosage, you just have to give everyone, because there's some people that they don't know they have it, and what they just need is somebody to just, you know, give them and remind them that they can also
I came across a quote recently. It says, be the one to give to that person, because you just might be the only help that comes across the person. And I think that's a very amazing quote.
You know,
I've been thinking about it since
I really think that's actually true, because there was one time somebody told me, if you step into a room and you see someone who looks really nice, tell the person, oh my gosh, you look fantastic. Because leaving the house, the person might have felt, oh, this top looks ugly on me. I don't think, you know,
because you never appreciated that person.
Might not be so confident of what she's put together.
But if you can just say, oh, hi, you look nice, that can change the person's whole, like the entire
the whole day.
And then you just go about feeling fantastic because somebody said my outfit is fantastic, you know. So we hold the keys to making every other person feel
happy.
great.
That's correct. You've done a lot of fantastic work, Tobi. Great.
Thank you
And while I know that you've taken a journey with my colleague here, talking about actually my friend, I told you the other time we're home.
Yeah,
we're hanging
out.
Yeah,
we're
right. Okay, so in the chill it mode, you spoke a lot about some of the songs you've done.
Yes.
How you started in 2011, and that's amazing. Where you are today at age 21. Did I know? 22.
Yes.
Oh, how about you said 20 on a daily newspaper last year?
No,
they got it wrong.
That was
no, because I need to get it sorted. It happens
mistake.
sometimes that I would reach something up.
And you know, Melanie, there's you're a lady. I'm a lady. She's a lady. And you know, when it comes to ladies, you know, just any age goes.
I don't. We're always 21. You know
oh yeah, so any age goes. Even if she's 20 last year, and this year she's 22.
Everybody wants to be forever young, yes. But at the end of the day, everything I've learned, you know, I don't feel like I want to go back and start all over again.
You're true African. You're true African, and I'm loving that. I remember I had a guest, that should be Korede Bello, and I asked, would you be telling, how old are you? That was all I asked him. And then he said, okay, so I knew he wouldn't want to answer me, so I played the psychology on him. And I went, well, I'm going to be telling you my age, so you're going to tell me yours. So I told him my age, and he told me. Sometimes I wonder, though, why does it take that long to extract somebody's age
from that person?
I have
even with the men these days. Normally, it used to be with the women all alone. But even these days, you hardly find a man that will tell you his real age.
Yeah.
Well,
so back to the context. I was going to ask. The year is wrapping up, and you guys have spoken a lot about your work.
Yeah.
But there is one actually that captures my attention, and it's the fact that you did a cover to Kiss Daniel's Woju, and we got Boju.
Yes.
Right. You want to drop something of the Boju for us, right?
So what inspired you in the first place?
I'd love to drop a
what inspired you
to
do that
song? Okay, I was in the studio.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then we decided to play around. Like me and my producer like to do this thing where, you know, sometimes before we record, we just, you know, play around and sample some instrumentals in the studio and just try to go crazy. And then I had already listened to the song like 2 days before.
Yeah.
That was the first time ever.
Heard it?
And I liked it instantly. And then he was like, have you heard this new song? I'm like, what song? I was like, Kiss Daniel's Would You? I'm like, yeah, fantastic song. He's like, that's something. I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, and that was my first cover, my first and only cover ever.
Yeah.
And then I decided, you know what, let's just do this.
And so because we're chilling here now, we also want to Boju, so we want to have you do a little bit of the Boju for us.
Okay. Never me you carry come, but not me you won't carry go. Tell me what has come over you. Hey yeah, no be me you they check on no.
Yes.
Let's just.
Oh yeah, but not me you the waiting.
That was a lovely one. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Silky voice.
I mean,
lovely voice, beautiful
just
voice. As beautiful as Tobi Greyvia.
No, I think there's something about the voice
First of all, my head was
I
loaded.
No.
I don't think I have a head anymore.
But I need to say this and stamp it, and for you not to feel we're trying to flatter you, we have guests all the time. So you should know we're not trying to flatter you. So what we're saying is this is one of those voices I hear, and I don't hear it all the time. So yes. Like for example, when I listen to Asha's songs, I'm like,
I love Asha,
this is just in a class of its own. Yes. Yours is sultry. It's so.
Thank you.
It's everything. It's everything.
Yeah.
So Tobi Grey, what kind of songs do you like to do? Because I know you love to do love songs most times.
Yeah.
So
eventually, I love to express myself.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's any genre that's called expressive Afropop. That's what I call my music. You know, at the end of the day, I express myself. I could rap today. I could, you know, do Fuji tomorrow. Whatever I feel like
it's
doing.
It's called poetic license. You know, you could call it whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
And then to think that you study in French.
Yes.
Actually, I gotta say, at the start of this year, I launched the show saying, actually, bonjour, or stuff like that. I'm like, I'm learning French this year, but I haven't done so well with my French, but it'll be so good to pick one more thing beyond the...
because you actually just said even only the bonjour.
You know, no, I want to say another one. Ça va bien, merci beaucoup.
Or you can just tell them the song is...
You didn't just say Mosu?
Yeah,
Mosu.
Like Mosu, the Yoruba name?
I said Mosu. That's Mosu, please. For real, love. All right, please, you were saying.
Okay, so you can also learn and say, okay, hello tout le monde, je m'appelle, you say your name.
Hello tout le monde.
Hello, it's just like saying hello.
Okay.
Or you can just say, you know, ça va tout le monde.
So what's the meaning of that?
That's hello everyone.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sabat Lemon.
Yes.
That'd be wonderful.
Okay.
So I'll be going home today and I'll be saying to my sister, Sabat Lemon.
No, don't say that. Your sister is not everyone. Your sister is one person.
Oh, one person.
Okay.
So you can just be like, Sabat.
So I have to find somewhere where I can find
Yeah,
plenty
everybody.
people.
Okay, and she could say
And
that
so
to viewers.
Yeah,
Wrapping up the
so
show.
viewers, at this juncture, I just want to say Sabat Lemon. I'm going to be having something from Tobi Grey right there. Okay,
Oh,
guys?
boy.
We're still very much here with her.
Yes.
Don't go away.
Don't get it twisted, it's tough tea on me. I was 9, you were 13, and we met at a family party. And there we connect, like say na network, can't they relate, baby I know please forget, Remi Koni, Shagwele Ball. Shall you remember when you dey play daddy? I remember when I dey play mommy. Tinko, sweet. Now before I get to all the fights where you fight for me, but I am most stubborn, but you stood by me. I need me a my best friend, my lover. Oh Lord, me, I let nobody. We gon' be best one, no. Give her my number. The look on your face said 1,000 words. I saw you sweat like bread with a short tongue. Give me your word that you be my word. Remi Koni, Shagwele Ball. Shall you remember when you dey play daddy? I remember when I dey play mommy. Tinko, sweet. We gon' leave us one, no. Allow me, it's a new me. We gon' leave us one, no. And maybe I'll come for sign down. Oh, no, oh, yeah. Mama, pray for me. Papa, pray for me. I found the one my heart desires. Mama, pray. Papa, pray.
Oh yes, Olowo Rimi, you and I, right from the time I was 9, and I'm just trying to pick the things I got from that song. Tinini Tananan, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, I love
yes.
that.
Thank you.
You always love to talk about love, you know.
Yeah,
there's
I
this
love
thing,
love
there's this
songs.
unique thing about you
You
and
can't
love.
exhaust love.
So maybe at this moment, I
Yeah.
might just have to ask Tobi Grey if there's any flame in the heart of Tobi Grey at the moment.
Of
That's a
course,
much
my
needed question.
music is my biggest flame right now.
Oh my God.
Ooh, that's a
That's
flame.
like what burns my heart every time.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
makes me wake up in the morning and I'm like, thank you, Lord.
You know what I think? I think that's a very safe way for you to just escape what
I
he's trying to
understand.
ask
Oh,
you.
that's your answer. You asked me a question and I answered
But
you.
seriously,
You know that's not supposed to
it's
be my
December,
answer.
But
Well.
and most people will be doing audits right now.
Yes, yeah.
And then I'm just going to say, this year, your career has enjoyed a lot of amazing airplay and a lot of popularity. What's in the pipeline now? Like, what's really hot?
Yeah.
December is come. Everybody's going to be partying. What's new thing are we going to be partying to from Tobi Grey?
Hey, apart from the Lover Girl.
Yeah, baby.
You know. I have a
We've been
new
enjoying
song.
that. Yeah,
Yes.
that new song.
And this one, trust me, it's not a Lover Girl song. This
Oh.
is titled Do.
Do's.
Yes.
Do what?
D-O, do.
Do.
Okay, just like D-O?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, let me just give you an intro to the song. So,
All right,
so
all
I
right.
don't talk too much.
But let me enjoy it.
Step in the hood, everybody say who be that? What they want, who? Tobi Greyvia, the boys, but they only wanna do the do. What you wanna do, nana? Say you wanna do, nana. What you wanna do, nana? Say you wanna do, ooh, 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 nana.
Oh my God!
So
I really
what
want to do. I want to do Nana, and do could mean a lot of things for a lot of people.
Yeah. Trust me, do means a lot.
A lot of things for a lot of people.
That's quite a new one from Tobi
yeah.
Greyvia.
Yeah.
So when was that released?
Just this week, the week before.
Oh, this is so hard.
That's right. I mean, that's
So
why I'm
so
here
this is what
so
we're gonna
you
be
guys can feel
dancing
that.
to
Definitely.
this December.
Okay.
Trust me, we want to do Father Christmas. We want to do a
wanna do
lot of
wonders.
chicken and jollof
wanna
rice.
do
We
wonders.
want to do
Who want to do
wonders.
Father Christmas? You?
I want to do Father
Oh,
Christmas.
yeah. She wants to do Father
This is
Christmas.
getting different.
Trust me. I mean, because you really do not know what. No, don't call 911. You're safe. You actually do not know what's under that government. So I can do Father Christmas, you know, and then I'll just
Okay,
be there
if you
sounding
do Father
like a
Christmas,
heat.
then I'll do Mother Christmas.
Oh baby, we can
Okay.
actually have a party
So
there.
Tobi, what would you be
Okay.
doing?
I'll just be doing music.
That's amazing, Toby.
Okay,
You
so
know-
aside do, so what's ongoing? Any ongoing projects?
I do is like my current project. You know, it's like you give birth to a new baby. I have
and you have to nurture it.
yeah, you have to nurture it and
Okay.
make sure that my baby is like strong and
Fit,
all that.
energetic.
Yeah, so I'm
Please
just
do
feeding my
exclusive
baby
with
right
your
now.
baby.
Okay,
I
before
think
you
it's the
take-
best.
Yes.
Don't give water. Don't give
9 months.
9 months straight. Exclusive.
I will,
All right, guys, on the Do Project exclusive baby with Tobi Grey in the house, we're gonna be going on this short break. Trust me, hanging out continues in a moment.
Yeah.
Mamas and papas, the moment you've been waiting for is here. The king is actually here. After 10 years in the game, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the one and only, the Coco Master, the
I told you before, Bakali, listen. I'm the man. Oh, shit. Baby, tell me what's your name? Tell me what's your number? Is it me or something else? Cause I can't see that Honda. You're driving me insane. You mess with my medulla, and I'm gonna let you go in vain. And when I catch you now forever, oh, emergency, you never see me coming through. Emergency, you never see me coming through. Emergency, you never see me coming through. Emergency, you never see me coming Baby, tell me what to do. I've been here since the two. Now I'm looking all confused. From back you look like tools. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. You want no more to worry, oh. Oh, the kira money, oh. Shubba money, come back, emergency, you never see me coming through. Emergency, you never see me coming through. Emergency, you never see me coming through. Emergency, you never see me coming emergency, you never see me coming through. 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 Baby, come to the floor. Baby, come to the floor. Baby, show to the floor. Baby, show to the floor.
I think there's something coming on right now with Tobi Gray. The other time we watched actually, and she said and this time we're having so it's gonna be an amazing December, trust me. Just don't forget your because right now we're doing Do with Tobi Gray.
Yes.
And I forgot to tell you, and we're gonna be telling you right now that you can catch what we're doing live on YouTube. It's YouTube/Hanging Out TV show on NTA2 Lagos. So you can just avail yourself of that amazing moment with us in the house. And don't forget to also tweet at us. It is at NTA2 LNC or at Melanie1987. And you can also tweet
at Pretty Queenie 2 on Instagram and Twitter. And we'll still have Tobi Gray with us.
And I'd love to know what our handle is on Instagram, on Twitter, just say it out there.
I am Tobi Gray. IAMTOBYGREY, and on Facebook Tobi Gray. So Instagram and Twitter I am Tobi Gray.
So that keeps it simple. That keeps it simple and real.
Tobi Gray, let's still get to talk about your new project, which is Do.
Yes.
So do you have a video for that song?
No, not yet, but very soon you guys will definitely have an exclusive.
I can't wait. A fat video. I mean, if you give that to a child and you're doing exclusive, you can be sure that in the next 2-3 months,
hold on and wait.
You're gonna see the baby so chopped up, so big.
Very, rubber.
So we're having a very big rubber.
So let's get to talk more about that song. Okay. Let's talk about.
So Do, right? I don't want to be against the guys by saying that when some guys see you, the first thing that comes to their mind is they just want to get down, So it's me telling the girls basically, don't fall for I love you too quick. If you feel like this guy's feeding me some dust,
isn't that a little bit on the feminist side?
I'm not being a feminist. I mean, it happens to guys as well. Girls sometimes will just feed them some BS and then they fall into their traps. So at the end of the day, it's for everybody.
Okay, so how do you get to know a guy? Maybe I should ask that.
There are signs.
Okay,
so
how do you get to know when a guy is trying to?
I don't think I should give you the signs because I feel like every lady out there or every guy always knows when the opposite sex is telling them a bunch of crap. You always know, but you just choose, let me
to ignore.
You just choose
to chill in there. Maybe it will change.
And pretend as if you do
or maybe
not
she
even
will
know.
change and then she will not,
And maybe if I can talk from a little bit of experience, they just never really change if it's a fundamental change we're talking about here.
Okay, maybe that brings me to the question to Tobi Gray. So who is your ideal man?
Who is my ideal man? I think the first thing is understanding. Somebody that understands me 100%. I mean, the kind of work I do, I'm constantly around everybody. And if you are someone who does not understand that this is just work and is not anything other than work, you will get it twisted so many times. I mean, I have so many people around me all the time. If you cannot understand my work, you can't understand me as a person, you can't endure, because trust me, you have to endure a lot of things. And I'm constantly in front of cameras, in front of the media, and people would say stuff, some true, some untrue, and then if you don't have thick skin for that, it would get to you and it will affect the relationship. And you have to you have to know what you're doing. Don't just say I'm gonna buy you a mansion in Lekki,
like giving you something that is not
I'm gonna do this
achievable
and I don't
right
see
now.
you planning. I'm not even talking about me right now. I'm talking about you as a person. You cannot build yourself and you don't know what you want for yourself. Because I know what I want for
yourself.
So you have to know what you want.
So what do you want for yourself in the next 5 years?
I just want to leave a good legacy. I want to,
in the next 5 years,
I want to motivate people. I'm not okay though. In the next 5 years, don't worry. Legacy is not for
no,
it's for later. It's a post building, but at the end of the day, I want to inspire people. I want people to look up to me and learn something. I want people to say, oh, she did, I can do it. I want people to say, oh, she went through school even when she was doing music, I can do that as well, and not, you know,
drop out of school.
Or I want people to say that, oh, she's doing this, she's achieving, she's going higher, she's, you know, internationally, worldwide, everybody knows her.
When you meet with male guys in this field, in this industry, what vibes do you get?
I mean, I'm cool with basically everyone I come across, because I tend not to, you know, get too personal with people the first time I meet them, because at the end of the day, there's work, there's pleasure. So it's just like you're in a company, and then everybody around you, I don't get too personal. You can't get too personal with everybody, you know? And then when you see that it's getting too personal, then that's when they say, okay, one person has to leave. And because I don't want that, I try as much as possible to read to you know, draw the line. Everybody, I have a very good relationship with everybody that I know. And I just keep it simple, nothing too extraordinary.
All right, still back to the keeping it simple. We seem to have a very simple but elegant woman in the house, in the person of Tobi Greyvia. And right now we still need to go on another break. Trust me, hanging out is still very much in the house.
One for me and my boo, give me a sip or 2 glasses. One for me and you, give me a shot or more. For my friends, for everyone, give me love, share the love, let us dance. We got love, love, love dosage. We got the love, love, love dosage. We got the love, we got the love, we got the love. We got the love, love, love dosage. We got the love, love, love dosage. Oh, nana, yeah, yeah. We got the love, love, love dosage. We got the love, we got the love.
All right, guys, we've got love dosage in the house today, and I'm sure that we've given you the right quantity of the, and quality too, of the love dosage, coming straight from Tobi Grey and Queen and I.
And Melanie.
My dear.
And we'll have a whole lot of people loving Tobi Grey on the program today. And
especially on Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter. And we'll have some messages for you, Tobi Grey. We'll have somebody saying, Tobi Grey, are you married? And how do you deal with male fans?
I'm not married. And how do I deal with male fans? I'm just, you know, I'm just cool. I have fun. I'm just cool with them. I love my male fans. I remember one time I was performing and then somebody stripped to just their briefs. It was a guy. And then he was dancing right on stage with me, and it was so funny and so crazy at the same time. But it just goes to show how much these people, how much they connect.
They're in it with you.
Yes, and it's just amazing. So I love my male fans. I just relate to them normally like I would.
Okay, very quickly, Chemaka from Lekki is also asking, what exactly inspires you?
What inspires me? I said that already. The world is my muse.
I want to know why she wants to know.
Okay, the world inspires me. The world is my muse. Everything around me inspires me. I try as much as possible to draw inspiration from everything and everyone. Myself, you know, people around me. So yeah.
Okay, this is from Femi from Sabo. This is coming from Femi in Sabo, and he says, which of the artists do you have plans of collaborating with? Be precise.
How many should I mention? Like,
he actually said, he just said which of the artists?
Just one.
And he said be precise.
Salty Soul.
Salty Soul.
Salty Soul.
All right, that's how we have it on the show today, guys. And it's been an amazing 1 hour, giving you so much fun, so much entertainment, and so much dosage of love.
Yes. And it's been fun all through the program today with Tobi Grey with us in the house. So beautiful, elegant, sumptuous, and there are what else can I use to qualify Tobi Grey?
And guys,
also Melanie has
don't forget, guys, I am sumptuous. She likes to say that. I wonder who's gonna eat me. But don't forget that we are gonna be here with you next week, Monday, to do what we love to do best. But in the meantime, get on YouTube, get on Twitter. Let's get a conversation started about Hanging Out TV show, and on YouTube it's just YouTube/Hanging Out in NTA2 Lagos. Guys, I had fun today.
I had fun too, and it's been nice. It's been so much fun.
How about I say goodbye in French?
Au revoir.
Au revoir. We love you. Oh my goodness, are you speaking in tongues?
What was that?
Say it again.
Okay, no to shape our clean, whatever. Okay, bless and beautiful.
you wanna be loved, I am giving you my love. So you gotta be a love. So you gotta be a love. We got love, 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 dosage. We got the love, 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 dosage. We got the love, we got the love, we got the love. We got the love, 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 dosage. We got the love, 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 dosage. Oh, nana, yeah, yeah. We got the love, 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 dosage. We got love, we got the love, we got the love, dosage. Oh, I just wanna love you, yeah, yeah. Oh, I just wanna love you, yeah, yeah. I just wanna love you, love you, love you. I just wanna love you. Oh, oh yeah. We got love, 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 dosage. We got love, 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 love. We got love, 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 dosage. Just wanna say I love you. We got love, we got love, we got love. We got love, 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 dosage. We got the love, 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 dosage. Oh, nana, yeah, yeah. We got the love, 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 dosage. We got the love, we got the love. We got the love, dosage. Give me a pill, no, give me two. One for me and my boo. Give me a sip or two glasses. One for me and you. Give me a shot or
This is the network service of the MTA.
Our young people in our great nation are always full of life and bubbling with new ideas and creative ideas, just waiting for the right channel to express them. And one of such channels are movies. We met a young movie producer on set and would like to bring him to you today on today's program. So, welcome aboard to another exciting episode of Young Hearts, showing on the NTA Network service. My name is Joseph Musa, so stay right there, don't move, don't touch that dial, and we'll be right back. Alright, you're welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is still Young Hearts, showing on the NTA Network. And right now, as I mentioned earlier, we have a young movie producer that would like to introduce to you and present today. So don't go anywhere. Enjoy this feature.
Still crazy about you. This song is called Vienna. I got a car full of gas and nowhere to go. Take the keys to my heart and baby just drive. 'Cause I'm standing here lost in my head. Oh, oh. Il a no more se me lo me. Somebody, somebody, somebody.
Okay, my name is Agbo Kelly, born and brought up in Kaduna State, not central Nigeria, and in a family of 6, and I'm the second of the family, second in a family, and that's just about me. I did my primary education in a mission school, secondary education in a mission school, St. Peter Minor Seminary, and then my professional diploma in National Film Institute and a bachelor's degree in the National Film Institute.
I got a car full of gas and nowhere to go. Take the keys to my heart, baby, just drive.
Okay, actually what we're doing here is the Association of Nigerian Movie Producers, Nollywood Movie Producers, having a workshop with the Nigerian Film Corporation, and I'm one of the resource persons, and we've been having classes, and it's a workshop. We've been having classes, and today is the shoot. We came up with stories, and today is the shoot, and I'm helping to coordinate both the directing, the cinematography, and all of that aspect of production. So my work has been making sure that everything is in place from class to sets and probably on screen too. Trying to detect the most important part of production is really, really challenging. Trying to discover or trying to tell which part of production is very important or most important is very challenging, because it's like saying the part of your body which is most important. The eye is important to the head, the brain is important to the skull is important to the brain. So every aspect of film making is important, and if all are put in place properly, a very good film would be seen. So it's really difficult to tell you that scripting is better than shooting or directing is better than cinematography. They are all taking equal role in order for a film to come out great.
And I'm not gonna sit around waiting for you. I've got the light in my eyes and some sand in my shoes. But every once in a while, in a solemn state of mind, I find myself thinking about you. Somebody help me now. I cannot even explain how I'm feeling now, and I can't deserve it.
And above our income. And apart from that, there is this saying that if you don't plan, then you plan to fail. Now, most people that are spending extravagantly right now did not have a budget from the beginning of the year. As an accountant, we have our budget from the beginning of the year. This budget is different from the one in government offices. I mean family budget. Okay. You need your family budget, you have your 3 heads, you have your capital, you have your recurrent, and you have your personnel costs. Under your capital, if you need to change your furnitures, is under that one. But changing of furnitures is not part of the needs. As we speak, due to the economic recession, those ones are not the immediate needs. The immediate needs now is what we eat. So if you want to throw a party right now, that one is not a need. So if we must spend prudently, we must cut all those excesses, especially these throwing of parties. Some people go out to look for money to borrow and buy cars so that they can go home as the big boys. And that is the reason you see accidents here and there today. And ask me, some of these people did not have budget from the beginning of the year. All of a sudden, as they just see other people riding cars, they feel that they should have to, and they go buy these cars, even though they don't have the money. Or even the money that is not meant for that particular car, they use it to buy the car because they just see it. Because a lot of people go for gold. Gold is not our need right now. Our need is what to eat and how to clothe ourselves. Even we were made to understand in our school days that human needs are 3. Number 1, shelter. Number 2, clothing. Number 3 is food. I think number 1 is food, I'm sorry. Food, clothing, and housing. Now, if you are able to eat, you clothe yourself, and then you are living in a house. If you can renew your house rent, you have already met your needs. So anything above this one is already extravagant, especially at this time of economic recession, where people are cutting down costs. This month now, you see, people will go to market, no matter how expensive the thing is, people are buying and buying. By the time they get to January, paying children's school fees will become an issue. But if you draw your budget, even the children's school fees is part of your budget. So you can't run out of money, no matter how small your income is. So I advise the members of the public to ensure that this January, as we enter January, let every family draw their budgets so that they will not overspend in the year, so that by the time we come to December next year, they will be laughing like me, because I'm a happy person. I'm not owing any person. Yeah, I'm not owing any person. I'm contented.
Data use at this time is usually on the increase. Sending Christmas felicitations through text and on the various social network platforms has, as it were, overtaken the traditional hard copy messages. Even though the National Assembly has just averted a data cost hike, it is expedient to share some thoughts on prudent use of data at a time like this. After all, it makes economic sense to make savings wherever possible.
You see, the world has become a global village, and if we're going to look at the number of people you could reach out to, you couldn't reach out to them physically. Let me give you an example. Like, you go and drop a greeting card, like you said. You take this greeting card, you go from point A to point B. Remember that 145 naira per liter petrol cost. You add that to it. But with about less than 50 MB of data, you could type on your Facebook or on your Twitter and say, "Happy Christmas to everybody on my timeline, and I wish you a prosperous new year." And you have everybody taking, your friends in America, your friends in London, your friends in Australia, friends in India, your friends in a remote village in Indonesia or wherever, or still within Nigeria, within all the 36 states. I don't think any part of what I would call the traditional media is able to reach or encompass to that level. So I think it's a lot cheaper when you consider the amount of people it gets to. If you're looking at the basic parameter, okay, I can drive to my friend's house. But if you look at it on the big scale, by the time you drive to 10 people's houses, I think you would have spent more than 1,000 naira, which will actually get you 1 gig, which is a lot too much to send a message. So I think it's actually cheaper, actually. That notion is correct.
But this 1,000 naira for data is a lot of money to so many people, considering the current economic situation.
Yes, it is, but I found out something. You see, we always say something. It's just like, let me give you an example. I don't want to call brand names here. There's a phone that's very expensive. Let's just call it an Apple phone. According to normal business statistics, you wouldn't expect one Nigerian to have an Apple phone. But this is the only country where somebody has 140,000 naira and you buy a phone for 139,999 naira. This is the only country that happens. So I don't think, I know people that would prefer data on their phone before even thinking of what to eat. And that is because when you have data on your phone, you have access to a lot of people. You can even send a message to your brother in Britain, man, or would they blow or something, you know, that kind of thing. And you just send a message and you could get 20 pounds, 30 pounds, which is far more than 1,000. So you see, you invest 1,000. So I think that hasn't limited data in Nigeria. And because of Nigerians' craze for it, and you know, I think Nigerians really love social media. Nigeria's craze for it, it has been able to how do I put it, transcend just being data to being a part of our life. It's almost like breathing right now. For businesses, my advice to them is during these festive periods, they should try to bring their products out more you know, showcase their things a little bit more. The cost of data is not that much, you know, to effectively do that. You know, sometimes even repost old posts they have, you know, of things you want. You never know who's reading, because your clientele will be larger. Now, personally, I think for the Ember months, of course, you could just be scrolling. You know, there's something about the Ember months and something about Christmas. You know, we love impulse spending. So you have a lot of things to see. I think businesses can cash in on that. And then privately, you'll be able to reach out to your loved ones clearly, you know, felicitations, whatever you wish to do. And I think, like, it's Christmas.
If you're still grappling with putting a proper savings mechanism in place, we have some tips to assist in getting it right. And this might just be the time to begin as we look on to the turn of 2017.
There is a macro savings. There is the cooperative, little cooperative societies where they contribute their, you know, their little income. And then do it. Now, who does not save? You find out that the level at which you expect people to save, those are the ones that are not saving. The salary earner is not saving because he looks at the salary and says, it's not good enough for me for the month. So how much am I going to put aside? If the little trader, the petty trader can save, how come you that earn a level of income which is regular cannot save? Discipline. Are you able to say, look, whatever it takes, 10%, 20% of my salary every month goes somewhere that I'll keep aside? Because there's always a rainy day. You save for the rainy day. That's the normal adage we talk about. And like I said, it takes discipline. So discipline at that macro level should translate to discipline at the level of who we call the average Nigerian, the salary earner, and all that. Even for the country. What do? We earn so much, we spend everything. After spending everything, we still want to borrow. If we don't learn to save as a country, we get to the level where we don't have reserves. If we don't have reserves, international trade becomes a big issue, and so on like that. Now, if I talked about the macro level, if the petty trader has joined a thrift society, what that means is that he has some money at part, which at the end of the period he's going to collect. He has money to replace his stock. He has money to use for other things. He has put away money somewhere that's going to help him when he's going to recycle his business, when he's going to get to expand his business. Now, the macro lender looks at you, how much have you saved? You have saved so much. Okay, why not? And you want a loan? Okay, if you have been able to save so much, your saving will still continue, but I'm going to be able to also give you double what you have saved. Because you have shown discipline, you have shown character in maintaining a level source of savings, which means your income has been stable, your business has been stable, your ability to turn around your money is consistent. So the requirement for you to be able to access the macro loan is established over that period. That's why I find some macro lenders will say, no, for you to be able to access a loan, we want to see your performance over a period of time. What's that performance? The way you're able to run over your money. You bring in money, you remove, you bring in money. Apart from all that, you keep some amount apart as compulsory savings. That shows and gives the confidence to the lender that, oh, this is a good business. Let's deal with that person. So you see how it translates. It translates from your ability to keep money apart, showing your financial discipline. Because all discipline, like I said, if you're not disciplined financially, you're going to end up spending all you earn. And because the wants are insatiable, there would always be something to use money for. Like I tell them in my house, if we don't spend money on these issues, nobody will die. Let's leave them. Let's look at the compulsory things. What do we have to do? What are the necessities? In Nigeria, we spend so much on luxuries rather than necessities. And that's why everybody complains. I was making a joke with someone. I said, we say there's no money, there's no money. Go to every average ATM, the place is jammed. Go to the bank, the place is jammed. So what have they gone there to do? That's it, to either withdraw but I'm sure more of withdrawing, because you don't save at the ATM, you are going to withdraw it. So we are more of a people that consumes what we earn rather than learning to put some amount apart. Everybody wants to draw his salary to the last couple. Everybody has a salary, the next 2 weeks, he or she's broke. And it tells you, how much am I even handling? It's never enough. No matter how much you earn, if you don't learn to save, you will never save when you earn big money.
Christmas is here again, and like the past, there is a resurgence in the sale of consumer products. However, the much talked about recession is working on all fours and has put a damper on trading activity. Traders and consumers are still about, but the cash point registered considerably reduced transactions, but the reduced sales are, however, not enough to conceal the resilience of Nigerians. Good or bad, Christmas will be celebrated even at reduced levels.
They will not celebrate their Christmas in their own little ways. People, they know how to overcome hardship, so we are overcome.
Actually, we are supposed to travel, but unfortunately, at the time we calculated the money for the tickets, we just have to adjust ourselves to stay behind. We take, maybe we eat, drink, at least it's a celebration of life, that we are alive, and maybe if I can go out and, you know, treat the children, that's all. And
the pressure to spend and buy more also comes from additional source. This is the observance of the Black Friday. Once localized to America, this sales and marketing gimmick has now been adopted in Africa, and Nigeria is among its leading purveyors. The Black Friday discount sales gimmick has been exploited vigorously by shopping outlets and e-commerce in Nigeria. Sales under the spell of the recession have been reluctant, but still some progress has been registered. Ede Ago, NTA News.
And the week in sound bites, followed by a glossary page in just a moment.
Indications today already, before the announcement, is that the price has begun to rebalance. We expect this to trend the marketplace prices over and above the $60 a barrel price. It gives us time to get our house in order in terms of the Nigeria Delta crisis. Already production in Nigeria is closer to 1.9. We expect us to return back to form on that, but not to again flood the market as it were. All of us have a responsibility to contribute to the tightness of this market.
We have paid all personnel in full. We meet a good proportion of the overhead. And capital, we've released almost 800 billion in terms of capital to date. Whenever we appear before,
no longer an option.
We have had people who have handled the same entity, but I must say, what is required in an institution like your own is guts. One has to have the guts to be able to walk, and one has to stand straight to be able to walk. And by this I mean you must be above board in all indices of integrity, honesty, and above all, loyalty. And I want to say that those are the ingredients that have kept you going. And I urge you to continue on the same path. And we that are here will continue to pray for you. We'll continue to work with you and give you all the support that you require to succeed. Because one vice that we must fight in this country, we want to move forward, is corruption.
In a related development, the acting chairman also visited the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, to seek for support and collaboration in the fight against economic and financial crimes. Magu, who said his visit was to thank the Television Authority for the support in the past and to ask for more, requested for sensitization support for women against corruption.